What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're going to be looking at Iden Blue. I call this deck the Blue Dragon because we are playing Krayt Dragon in it. Because why not? I mean, why not? Um, so, this deck definitely got some sweet upgrades. I definitely think this is, when you're watching me talk about a deck like this is not a deck that you should bring to like your local gaming store when there's like 8 people playing. Like nobody wants to play against this. This is like a deck for tournament. Um, it's not fun to play against at all. I mean, as far as playing it, it's fun if you enjoy control because it's the way I've always talked about control is like it's like every game is like a different puzzle that you're trying to solve. That the goal is to figure out how do I survive based on what my opponent is doing. What cards do I need? What cards am I looking for to survive this matchup so that I can get to a place where I can turn the game in my favor. So it's very similar to an Iden Blue list that won a tournament. Oh, I can't remember when that was. I want to say a little over a month ago, I want to say, around that time. The additional cards that come in are going to be some more Sentinels, and I'll get into that. So let's kind of start off with the changes. So top target is really sweet. It's a 1 resource upgrade that comes in. Attached unit gains bounty, heal 4 damage from a unit base. If the unit's unique, then you get to heal 6. So this is just like a very, very sweet card to just throw in there right before a removal spell. A lot of times you can do it on the same turn. Let's say you do that with Vigilance, you're gaining potentially up to 11 life that turn, which is insane. So your aggro matchup just was already a favorable matchup, just gets even better. Only playing 1 restock in the main board, and I think that's because of the Krayt Dragon, because Krayt Dragon is an answer to control mirrors. Also, I think Krayt Dragon in general just makes the control mirrors go quicker. I mean, I'm still playing the 2 restock and the 3 spark and the 2 bounty hunter crew in the sideboard for the control mirrors, but I think that there's going to be less of the milling of one another because of Krayt Dragon, which is a good thing that Krayt Dragon's in the game because the milling thing was kind of boring, and I'm not sure it was healthy. A couple Inferno 4, of course, 3 entrenched. So entrenched, I think gets even better because of how many Sentinels are in here now. So like an entrenched on a Pyke, for example, it makes it a 5/6 Sentinel. That's just very, very strong. Just like turn 2 5/6 Sentinel. That's crazy. Of course, we're playing 3 Power of the Dark Side. So we're playing 2 make an opening for the Phantom. Is the reason it's in here because that is a card that I think Boba will use to counter control decks, but make an opening is a way to deal with that. Play 2 in the main and 1 on the side, and it's also just good against aggro. Why not? I mean, it's solid. It's not like super exciting. Make an opening's never been one of my favorite cards, but because of the Phantom, I think it becomes a little more relevant because that is going to be a way that they try to deal with control. So just having access to 3 in those games is important. 3 Childsen, of course, as another ground sentinel. 3 Vigilance, of course. You're playing it at 4 cost in here, which is very nice. 3 Takedown, of course. The second chance is a maybe card. I was just kind of toying around with it today and kind of wanted to see how it does, see if it's even gets played. My theory is that like it's amazing on Avenger, but like how often is that going to happen? Because I feel like before then you're just going to resource it most of the time. I mean, I guess there's opportunities where you might not on a Sentinel or something, but I just, I'm not sure how relevant. If I do take that out, it's just going to be Search Your Feelings is going to go in its place because it's a 4-drop and just to find the cards we're looking for, and that might be the better choice, but that's kind of what testing is for. I do like Second Chance. I think it is going to be good in like Rey Blue for sure. Not so sure about here though, so we'll see. 3 System Patrol Craft, so we have our first Sentinel in space. 3 Fell the Dragon because it is cheap cheaper removal, and there is a lot more units now that have 5 or more power, so it just becomes very, very strong as the game goes on. 2 Vanquish in the main, and 2 Rivals Fall in the main. I may move those things around and adjust those and pop up the Vanquish or pop up the Rivals Fall. Rivals Fall is very good at removing leaders, so that might get popped up to 3 depending on how testing goes today. So I'll kind of make sure, you know, if you watch some of the games, make sure you at least skip to the end of the video to see the updated list and the changes that I make afterwards. 3 Supercommando Squad. Supercommando Squad is really, really good in here. It's an additional Sentinel. It's basically like Childsen #2, which is awesome. And then it becomes a 7/7 with the Entrenched and becomes a Sentinel again after it loses its shield. So I think Trenched gets better because of Pyke and Supercommando Squad. So you have 9 ground Sentinels. And then we have the Vigilant Pursuit Craft, which gives us 5 Sentinels in the air. The Vigilant Pursuit Craft is really, really cool because of your ability to smuggle it. So you can kind of protect it in your resources before a board wipe and then smuggle it out later. It's also, you know, solid for 3 power unit to help you try to close the game out later on when you just, you know, don't have a lot going on or don't need to do a lot. I spoke about the 2 Rivals Fall, 3 Super Laser Blasts, of course. And then we have our closers, the 3 Avenger and the 3 Krayt Dragon. So similar to the Iden Red list that I just posted, but Vigilance becomes 4. You're playing Rivals Fall. You're playing Make an Opening in here, and the Second Chance are the biggest changes. I'm not sure about Second Chance. Like I said, we'll kind of see. I love that card. I'm just not sure this is the right fit, but I do like the idea of it on an Avenger or Krayt Dragon. It just seems really cool. In the sideboard, of course, we have the 2nd and 3rd Restock for the Control Mirrors, the 3 Spark of Rebellion for the Control Mirrors. Then we have the 1 Make an Opening for decks that just have a lot of weaker units that are aggro, and for the Phantom specifically. Bounty Hunter Crew is a way to get back our Vigilance, as well as removal spells, most likely in mid-range and control matchups. And Snoke is just a very, very strong card that, and it might even need to be like drop 1 Krayt Dragon, put in a Snoke. Like I said, I might need to add the 3rd Rivals Fall potentially the 3rd Vanquish. So we're kind of play around with the list and see. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very strong deck. Like I said, this is not going to be a deck that you take to a local gaming store where it's just a few people. You're just going to piss everyone off. This is a deck that you bring to a tournament when you're trying to win the tournament. Obviously, this is just the starting point for this updated list, but it does feel stronger than it was even in set 1. Just the curve feels great. The additional Sentinels feel great. Top target is really, really good. I mean, the fact that you get to play Krayt Dragon at 11 resources is just awesome. I love Krayt Dragon so much. So that's obviously another answer to the control mirrors. At this point, I think because Krayt Dragon is just the red aspect and you can play it as 11, I think you should play it at any control deck because it's going to be relevant. Like, it's going to be the Krayt Dragon mirrors. And in these games that last longer, Krayt Dragons become very, very relevant because you're going to have the right spells to deal with it at the right time. Or if you don't, then it's going to be bye-bye. So that's my initial thoughts on this deck. Would I play this deck in a tournament? I don't know. I feel like it's really boring. I mean, there's some games where it's interesting. Like for me, the fun of control is always like trying to survive. It's a challenge, and you have to figure out what cards am I looking for, what cards can I need, what card is the best card in this hand right now. Like I said, Search Your Feelings is probably the card that I want back in here most likely for the second chance, just so I can find exactly what I'm looking for at that specific time more often. It also finds my restocks, so it just kind of makes a lot of sense in the Iden Blue list. But I did want to give Second Chance a chance. But so the other thing is, thank you guys so much for the love and support and helping the channel grow to over 1,500 subscribers already. Like we're almost halfway to 1,600 now. So So the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, please make sure to go to the community page and comment on that post. And you're going to write down what deck you are most excited to play since the release of Shadows of the Galaxy. I'd love to hear what you guys are playing. For me, the deck that I'm most excited to play, there's a few. It's really hard to say, but I would say definitely the Han Green ramp deck. I just think that deck is sweet. I really like Cad Bane Green. I like Kylo Green as well. What's that other one? Oh, and then I think I really just like the idea of like Fennec Red or Sabine Yellow. Just using sneak attack on Poe and Wrecker I think is a lot of fun just to close the games out out of nowhere. I think it's really strong, and I think those are the aggro decks that I would play because of how powerful these control decks are. And you really are going to need Spark of Rebellion to help those matchups go in your favor. So, yeah, but those are my thoughts. But let's get in some games and see how the Blue Dragon performs. Alrighty, up against Boba Yellow. Looks like we have a decent hand. Entrenched into Make an Opening, into Vigilance, into Vanquish, into Rival's Fall. So, probably let go of Rival's Fall and Super Laser Blast. Just because we have a lot of early things to deal with in this deck. Could also just let go of Entrenched. I think I like that idea more because Rival's Fall is really good against the Boba leader. So, okay, so he takes Make an Opening or Vigilance probably. He took Make an Opening, and we drew a Make an Opening. We definitely don't need Krayt Dragon right now. Can't really use Make an Opening on that, so we're just gonna pass. Okay. Pass again. So if he plays something with... No, he's just gonna do the Bazine thing. Which I figured, but we can't do anything until we get to 4 resources here, so he probably takes Vigilance now. Yep. That's annoying, but what are you gonna do? Got 4 resources, let's just play the Control Craft. If he does the McClunky thing again, we'll just deal with it. We have a ton of removal in this deck. I mean, either way, we're about to be at Vanquish and Rival's Fall, and our opponent's only done 1 damage to us, so I think we're in good shape at this point. Surprise strike, okay. We shall just claim the initiative. There's another Vigilance, which is good. We're gonna get 5 resources. I feel like Make an Opening is gonna come in handy at some point because of like 7th Fleet Defender and things like that, and Greedo, and just lots of things that it's gonna be useful against. Probably just gonna Vigilance here and get the Bazine off the board, so they can't keep doing that. Also, okay, good game. Yeah, I mean, he didn't do enough damage early for that matchup to not be headed where it was headed. I mean, we had Vanquish and Rival's Fall. Rival's Fall was for the Boba leader for next turn. And then, you know, we follow it up with either Fell the Dragon or Vanquish, and then, or probably Fell the Dragon, and then Make an Opening would be the next thing. And then we would Super Laser Blast and bring out Iden, so good game. Okay, up against Fennec Yellow here. Would I like to mulligan? No, I got things I can do. Vigilance is good. I don't think we need to laser blast this early. But maybe we hold on to it. So let go of that for sure. And then I guess entrenched. Yeah, I want to let go of it just in case it becomes useful. That's really far off. Okay. Patrol craft is not bad against this deck, as they probably have a good amount of space units. I'll let the dragon go for right now. Ouch. Took power of the dark side. Interesting. It's not the card I would have taken. Okay. Here's the Avenger. I mean, neither one of those are that useful in this matchup. I mean, Avenger's gonna be useful later, so. Say before we play Vigilance, we take our damage. Okay. Okay. So there you go. He's gonna choose a card. Yep. 3 more. Cool. So maybe I should have played it. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. So Vigilance in general is going to cost 7. That's crazy, man. Still going to keep it. Still worth it at 7. Well, which card are we resourcing? Thinking one of the Vigilance needs to go since it's 7 right now. Let's go ahead and get some value out of Power of the Dark Side. Okay. Cool. Okay. Either one. Sorry, what happened to our Vigilance? I have no idea what happened to our Vigilance. Did he replay Body Rook? Is that what happened? Okay, he played Body Rook. Okay. And took the other Vigilance. Okay. I mean, it's unfortunate for sure, but what are you gonna do? Okay, we definitely let this go. Play the Pyke. It has Saboteur. Sure. Yeah, losing 2 Vigilance right now is pretty painful. Well, he swings with Fennec, I guess. Cool. Awesome. Love it when your opponent has everything, right? Definitely not a good matchup for control. Pick that out. Choose a card to add to the deck. Bottom, top. Okay. Just claim the initiative. Alright, fell the dragon. He's gonna go. We're gonna play Vigilance here. 7 cost. And kill the Ezra. Take our 6. Claim the initiative. Okay. Don't need that. Was 1 Vigilance all we need? Maybe. Wonderful. Wonderful. But either way, we can play one or the other, so it doesn't matter. Which card did he name? It is not saying. Avenger, okay. So we'll play Rivals Fall first. Okay. Alright. Double Rivals Fall isn't bad. I think at this point it's probably our best option. Okay, waiting on our opponent. So we're definitely just going to get rid of the commando here in case he has a body rook for the Rivals Fall. Opponent has disconnected, reconnected, okay. It's not letting me resource. There we go. Well, our opponent disconnected on that one, so don't know what happened. But that was a close one, but I think we were in good shape because we got to Avenger, so that was tough though. It's a tough matchup. Alright, up against Rey Yellow. We're gonna let Restock go. And probably Krayt Dragon. Not a great hand, but we can work with it, I guess. Yeah, definitely not great. Just gotta find some early removal and then we're fine. There you go. That card is kind of a ways off, I think. Make an opening is really not doing a lot here. But I mean, it basically, it's all we got, so we're gonna use it if he upgrades the follower, which is what he's doing. Okay. Take our one. Grogu. It's a 3/5 now. Krayt Dragon's still a ways off. We can put Entrenched on it, I think. Just to kind of slow things down. What's happening? Why are they undoing things? Okay, I don't understand that at all. Yeah. Do we want to entrench it? Could also just pass heal 5 and mill. I think that's not the worst thing ever. It's not my favorite, but okay. I'd rather put the entrenched on the Supercommando. Just to kind of slow things down. Maybe we can get some value out of the Vigilance if there's something with 3 or less HP. Okay, well there's something, I guess. I'm just gonna heal and mill. Is there some... Rivals Fall's good. Good hit for us. Okay. Claim the initiative. I think we don't need that. I'm just gonna play Supercommando Squad and then we're gonna play Entrenched next turn. Or never mind. Sure. Take a little bit of damage this turn. 5, 8 damage. It's not the worst. Definitely need something here though. Okay, there's another one. Play Entrenched, power the dark side. Just to kind of set up the laser blast, possibly. I think that's fine, actually. So we'll play... Power the dark side. Yeah, he's gonna flip Rey this turn. Okay. Alright. Put top target on Grogu, because he is a unique unit. Play Entrenched on Rey. Take our 6. Our 8. Okay. Cool. Is there a purpose in deploying this? I don't think so. It's just gonna die in the next 2 turns anyways. Okay, Vigilance is okay. Just to gain life, I think. Right here is all we're doing, and milling again. Since everything has a ton of HP. Just trying to survive, right? Heal, mill. Okay, down to 7. Taking 8 more damage. Okay. Go ahead and heal. Okay. Playing the initiative. We know he plays Rivals Fall, so I mean, there's a chance he hits it with Avenger. We did get rid of 1. Okay. And okay. I think Childsen's not bad, it's just not great anymore. Making opening does seem kind of useless though, because of how big all these units are. Top target was sweet there. That was awesome. Razor Crest. Let's go ahead and heal. Down to 8. Nikes. Do we want to deploy, or do we want to just claim initiative? I think we just want to claim initiative and play Avenger. Take down a Vigilance. I think we're going to let Childsen go. Play the Avenger. Let him decide. Tech is probably what he keeps. Yep. Okay, he had the thing. Which is what we expected, honestly. Okay. Claim the initiative. That's not good. There's a good card. Let's let Takedown go. Get rid of tech. Still haven't deployed Iden, but wasn't a good time. We can heal here and decide what we're gonna do. I think this is okay for him to get the initiative this time. I think I want to attack into Kanan so I can use takedown or tech, yeah. Cool, so we'll vanquish that. Get rid of that card. It's a pain in the butt. Then we will pass. We can use Vigilance on that. Honestly, we're just going to keep all these cards. Iden may die here, which is fine. I don't care. Okay, cool. We'll just... We're going to defeat and mill, I think, here. Defeat, mill. Defeat. Yeah, he's down to 4 cards. We're at 27. We can play this as a 3/3 and this. That's a good card. Those are both good cards. Just pass. Sure. It has grit. Just get rid of it. Okay. Heal. Claim the initiative. We can smuggle that back later. So let's bait him out with the Pyke. Sure. Do I don't want to take 9, so we're gonna get rid of that. He's got 3 cards left in his hand. Okay, Razor Crest is not a bad card. Okay. Play the initiative. We've used 2 Saber Laser Blasts now. Okay. Just play System Patrol Craft here. Okay, another perfect find. What did he have on that Han Solo Jedi lightsaber? Yeah. This is a Sentinel, right? Pass. So we'll play the Sentinel in the air. I'm sorry, what happened to my Sentinel? What? It's very confusing. Pass. Okay. Sure. Can't attack my base now. Shoot first. Okay. Just claim the initiative. Okay. Fell the dragon are both kind of, I mean, at least does something, right? Okay. Alright. Okay, Avenger's pretty disgusting here. We're just gonna pass. Just play Avenger. And that's pretty much gonna win this game. Good game. Alright. This hand is like, it's like kinda okay. Well, we have a Sentinel in the air at 5. We have Inferno. Fell Dragon could be solid. Definitely resourcing this. Can we make it that far? I don't know. Let's mulligan. Oof. That was a worse mulligan. Much worse. like a lot worse. Yeah. I don't know about that one. Okay, Pyke's okay. We don't need second chance. We're just playing Pyke here, I guess. Okay. Claiming the initiative. Putting our entrenched on Pyke to make it a 5/6, which isn't bad at all. Okay. Part of the dark side is solid. We're just gonna play another Pyke. Yeah, I think we play a second Pyke here, so what's the card? What's the odd man out? I kinda wanna play that next turn, but we also have Commando Squad. Alright, let's just get rid of one of the Commando Squads. Pyke can be a killer now. Puts him in an awkward situation. He has to use ECL probably. Okay. We'll just go ahead and... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kill that. Let Pyke go. Play second Pyke. Entrenched on your sentinels is really good. If the only thing he has this turn is Sabine, then we're just going to play Power of the Dark Side next turn. Which it looks like that's probably the case. No. Okay. Don't think we need restock. not in this matchup. Okay. Poe. Cool. We're just gonna discard Krayt Dragon if he makes us discard. Nope. Just get rid of Poe. Heal. Take our hit from Sabine. Okay, I think we can probably just smuggle Krayt Dragon. I don't think we're using that this matchup. Bring out Commando as a Sentinel. Okay, cool. Lose the shield. Deploy. We're gonna claim the initiative so that we can kill our boy here. Vigilance is good. Bell Dragon's good. We can smuggle this later after the laser blast. Let's just go ahead and fell the dragon. Care of Wrecker. Okay, Dark Saber, cool. Just gonna swing into it. Take our 6. Gain our life. Bias. 16's pretty solid at this point. Let Childsen go. Sure. Okay. Just gonna keep it simple. Just blow it up. Claim the initiative. I don't need that anymore. I'm just gonna play Avenger. Vanquish and Vigilance is the main idea. Super Laser Blast if things get out of control. Just pass first, see what he does. Okay. We'll pass again. Okay. I could play that game all day. Sure. Okay. Claim the initiative. These are all good. So I think we're most likely just gonna play Vigilance, Power of the Dark Side, Power of the Dark Side. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, yeah. Let's just keep it at 10. I like our hand a lot. So we're gonna attack him with Avenger first. Okay, we're gonna play Vigilance, heal, defeat. This is when we take over the game. Power of the Dark Side. Good game. Yeah, I mean, this deck is, it's not fun to play against. But, I mean, if you gotta be prepared for this deck if you're playing in a tournament. It's super powerful. It's ridiculous. Okay, so back for the post-game wrap-up. So I did make a couple of changes. I definitely put, I didn't really ever use Second Chance, and I felt like the situations where I really wanted it were I mean, Supercommando Squad occasionally, and then Avenger, but it just never happened. I was just, at the point, a lot of times it was just a card I resourced, and I just felt like Search Your Feelings is a card that has a lot of value for me because I can specifically find what I'm looking for. Um, so another change is I took out the Bounty Hunter crew out of the sideboard. My thinking is that it's 8 resources, and I would rather just have the 3rd copies of Vanquishing Rivals Fall instead. And because there's going to be matchups where those cards are really, really important. And Bounty Hunter crew, is as sweet as it is, I'd just rather have Krayt Dragon. Just, because Krayt Dragon's a 10-10. And the games that they're going to be drawn out, like, Krayt Dragon's a card that I'm really going to be looking for and paying 11 resources as a game closer, I did put one Snoke in the main board. I think Snoke is just nice on curve. Another card that just at that 8 spot. And I think it's just some matchups it's really relevant. It kind of just, especially against like aggro, like they play anything that's cheap down, it immediately dies. So I don't have to use another piece of removal. And it curves nicely into Avenger as well if I don't want to wipe board of my own stuff. So I think there's, the potential. I did drop one Krayt Dragon out. Obviously, it's coming in against control matchups and mid-range matchups that are games that I expect are going to make it to the 10th turn. But I think 2 in the main is fine. I mean, if you're still feeling like that's too many, I think a lot more testing will show and determine if that's necessary. But I really like where this is at. This feels very strong. I mean, the deck was 5-1. The only loss I had was to a Jabba red deck that had like Pillage and Force Throw, and it had Krayt Dragon. So I mean, it was like it was very anti-control, and I just wasn't ready for it. I hadn't even seen a deck like that before, so it pretty much I wouldn't say it ran me over, but it definitely kept my hand size so small that it was a problem. So that's a tough matchup. So if that's a way to play Jabba, definitely give that a shot. The Force Throw and Pillage combo. But I did watch that deck afterwards to see how it performed, like where you can watch people play on Carabas afterwards to spectate, and it got ran over by a Palpatine red deck. So I think Palpatine is another deck that just Palpatine is really good. Just all of them. I mean, Palp red, Palp yellow, Palp green are all very strong. Palp blue probably gets a little better because of all the removal from the set. And the additional Sentinels, the Pyke is helpful. The Commando Squad's helpful. Palp blue is probably better too. I haven't even messed around with Palp blue yet. I kind of didn't mess with it too much because it couldn't beat Sabine, which is like, if you can't beat Sabine, why are you playing this deck? But yeah, I mean, Palp decks are going to be really strong. I'll probably do another Palp pretty soon, either yellow or red. Red seems more fun though because of Krayt Dragon, so I'm probably going to play red. And I think that's how the guy beat the Jabba red deck as well. With I think his curve was Darth Vader into Emperor Palpatine into Krayt Dragon, which is a very sick curve. So made me want to play it. I was like, yeah, I like that deck. He also played the what's that card? I can't ever remember the name of it, but I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. Yeah, which was like great against Jabba, the card I'm thinking of. Where is it? Detention Block Rescue. Yeah, he was playing that in the main board, and I was like, yeah, this also makes a lot of sense because that 1 damage, like how much is that gonna factor in that it hurts you versus having the option or capture something, especially against Jabba, because Jabba red does seem like it has a good counter to control. So I mean, that's another possible card that could go into Iden red is the detention card. So, but yeah, my final thoughts are as of right now, that could change a little bit more as the meta develops, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it wasn't too boring watching this deck play. But as always, y'all have a good one and peace out.